What do you mean there's no banga and starch in the whole of Owerri? I've been craving banga and starch. I've not had it before, but I just suddenly started craving it and I wanted to taste something new. And guess what? In the whole Owerri, with the amount of restaurants and hotels we have, we carry A1 for restaurants and hotels, and there is no single banga and starch. Not only that, in Owerri too, even most eastern states, they like sell food where they connected to other tribes. For instance, in the whole of Owerri, you will not see any restaurant that is selling an Hausa cuisine. You will not see any restaurant that is selling Hausa food. Even Yoruba food, amala, that is trying to survive here in Owerri, is only one restaurant that has amala, and they are still even trying to survive. Do you understand? So I'm trying to understand why. If you go to Lagos, if you go to Ondo, if you go to Edo State, all these places, you will see that there's Igbo food there. They are selling Igbo food. People are buying Igbo food. But when you come to Igbo land, when you come to Igbo states that are Igbo, Igbo-centric, you will not see Hausa food, you will not see Yoruba food, you will not see Delta food. Why? Igbo people, I know we love our culture so much, but don't you think your people deserve to also experience, other food? If Opeyemi now they crave for food that they do for Delta, he go stand up, pick flight, they go. I don't fit do that kind of thing right now. Do you understand? So can't you people bring it to us? If there's any brand in Owerri that sells Hausa cuisine, starch and banga and good amala, send me a DM or drop a comment on. I will do free video for you. I will come there, I will buy the food myself, and I will do free video for you. I swear to God Almighty. Because what do you mean that we don't have these things here? It's a shame. It's a shame to us in Owerri, and a shame to me as a food creator. What do you mean I've not had any Hausa cuisine before? It's a shame now. So if I want to not taste Yoruba food, I go start to carry my leg, they go Lagos. But people where they Lagos, if they want chop Igbo food, they go chop and there. No make sense. I'm gonna reason now. So if you know you're a restaurant owner, I'm gonna start to think of that.
I'm sorry, Pasibi, but this is quite a dumb take. You people will just set up camera and sit comfortably just to spew trash. No research, no verifiable data, just ignorance and beautiful nonsense on an empty score. Isikonkom. What exactly do you mean that Igbo people are tribalistic when it comes to food? This is an Igbo girl exhibiting blatant foolishness. Just like that. Yanne, stop it. Now let us consider the fact. If you travel to many parts of the world today, even as far as Middle East, in places like Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, you will see Igbo restaurants and Igbo food being sold. You find people cooking and selling onubo soup, ogbono, egusi, oha, okazi, okoro, ogbono, and many other sumptuous Igbo dishes. This is not because other tribes or country are advertising Igbo food for us. It is because Igbo people in their numbers carry their culture and business spirit everywhere they go. Igbos are naturally traders and travelers. When we move to a new place, we don't look for jobs. We create businesses. We establish shops, markets, restaurants, and services. We introduce our language, our food, our fashion, and our way of life. That is how our cuisine spreads across Nigeria and even outside Africa. It is part of who we are. This does not mean other tribes are inferior. It simply means Igbos are very business-oriented and quick to adapt. Anywhere we find ourselves, we settle, we build, and grow. That is why you see Igbo restaurants in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, Ibadan, Jos, Maiduguri, Benin City, Kaduna, Warri, and even overseas. Most of those restaurants are owned by Igbos themselves. We do not wait for others to promote us. We promote ourselves through hard work. Another important factor is population and demand. Igbos are hugely populated and migratory because of their various business endeavors and exploits. Business follows demand. You cannot open a Yoruba restaurant in a city where there are only a handful of Yoruba people and expect it to survive. The same applies everywhere. There are many Igbos living in Yoruba land. Of course, Igbo food will be common there because our people will buy it. Yes. But in Igbo land, the converse is the case. There are few Hausas or Yorubas living in Igbo cities. So the demand for their food will be all-time low. How do you expect Igbos to leave their sumptuous dishes and delicacies for something they don't even know and may likely not fancy their taste buds? Girl, Limo Koroboro, are you really okay? Abi, you want sound woke? Because make me understand. Hmm? Nee. Alpha. Even in Lagos, you will notice that not every restaurant sells amala or Hausa dishes. What you mostly see in many places are soups like egusi, vegetable, ogbono, afang, onubo, and oha. Why? Because that is what many customers demand and are used to eating. Business people respond to what the market wants. You can go to roadside bookers or Amausa to get most of the Yoruba and Hausa dishes. Those food enjoy local patronage, which entails affordability and accessibility. So if Hausa and Yoruba cuisines are not common in some Igbo areas, it is not the responsibility of Igbos to introduce them. Just as Igbos took the bold step to establish their food in other regions, other tribes can as well take the initiative to establish theirs in Igbo land. That is how commerce works. Bianne, we should also be careful about the kind of content we create and share. Some people can twist simple economic realities into tribal arguments. This issue is about business, migration, and demand, not hatred. Igbo people are known worldwide for resilience, adaptability, and enterprise. We build wherever we go. We export not only goods but also culture, especially our rich and delicious cuisine. That is something to appreciate, not to turn into division. Let us speak wisely, or better still, shush it than spewing trash that only set Igbo people up for drags. Most restaurants and hotels in Nigeria are owned by Igbo people themselves. We don't wait for others to create space for us. We create our own space. That is part of the Igbo spirit, resilience, adaptability, and courage to start from scratch. Business is business. Culture spread through effort. And everyone has the freedom to build wherever they chose. Let's all be guided in this internet. Thank you. Register your children in our Igbo Academy and see great improvement. If you also want to learn content, DM me. And we have power banks for sale. If you want it, also DM me. 20k, 30k, and 50k mAh. I'm just a DM.